Hello everyone. Today in this video I am going to talk about differentiation. After this video you should be able to apply the formulas of differentiation. So in mathematics we use operators like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. So similarly we have one more operator which we call it differentiation. So we use ddx for the differentiation. The symbol for the differentiation is ddx. We don't say d by dx, so it's a ddx. The way we say plus, minus, we say ddx for this. So differentiation is a part of a branch of mathematics which is called calculus. So calculus has two parts. One is differential calculus, which we are going to discuss today, and another is integral calculus. And calculus is a branch of mathematics which helps us to understand the change that takes place in physical quantity. Like when you walk, your position will change with time, and when you run, your speed will change with time. So this kind of changes can be taken care by the calculus. So as I have said, calculus has two parts. One is differential, one is integral. So in differentiation we divide a large thing into small pieces and we'll see how the things are changing. And in integration we join the small pieces into large part and we'll see what changes will come in the big picture when we change the small things. So calculus is used in many areas like physics, astronomy, even biology, engineering. So everywhere we find the application of calculus. So as I've said, in differentiation we cut the large things into small pieces. So suppose this man is jumping from here to here. So this is the path through which he is jumping, and his velocity will change in every part of the path when he jumps. If I want to know what is the change in velocity from here to here, then I'll use the differentiation. I'll cut this path into small pieces and I'll use the differentiation to find the change in speed from here to here. So this is one of the example of differentiation. Differentiation helps us to understand the rate of change of one thing with other thing, like how the speed is changing with time, how the population of the earth is changing with time. This is the actual definition of differentiation. So differentiation is the measure of how function changes its value when its variable is changed. So suppose this is a function. Function means something whose value depends on other variable. So out here you can see f is the function of x, meaning if you change the value of x, the value of f will also change. So when I say differentiation of x with respect to x, that means I'm saying how the value of fx is changing when I'm changing the value of x. So the real life example is velocity is the rate of change of position with time. So that means it is the differentiation of position with time. Similarly, acceleration is rate of change of velocity with time. So acceleration is differentiation of velocity with time. So applications of differentiation, so we use it in science and engineering. Even in finance and economics they use differentiation. In math we use plus as operator to add two things. So similarly we use ddx to differentiate something. So when I say dy by dx, this means differentiation of y with respect to x, and for with respect to we can write wrt. So when I say dy by dx, it's a differentiation of y with respect to x. So out here when I say dg by dk, so I'm differentiating g with respect to k. So differentiation of g with respect to k. So out here you can see velocity is rate of change of position with time. So this is differentiation of position with respect to time, and acceleration is differentiation of velocity with respect to time. Using differentiation we can study the rate of change of one thing with respect to other thing. Now let's understand the differentiation using graph. So suppose I have position time table. So at when time is 0, position is 0. When time is 2 seconds, position is 1 meter. So similarly we have set of times and position. The graph for this table will look like this. Now we know velocity is change in position by change in time, but we also know if we change some thing with respect to other thing, we call it differentiation. So velocity is the differentiation of position with respect to time. So now let's find the velocity from this graph. So velocity is change in position by change in time. So let's consider the time from 4 seconds to 6 seconds, and the respective change in velocity will be from 3 to 7. So this is change in time and this is change in velocity. Now if you see out here, from here to here is change in time, and from here to here is change in velocity. So now if I make this a triangle, then I see this is perpendicular, this is base, and this is hypotenuse. So out here, suppose the angle is theta. So change in position will be this, that is perpendicular, and change in time will be this. So perpendicular by base, which is tan theta, and the meaning of tan theta is the tangent to a curve. So when I find a tangent to a curve, I'll find tan theta. So from here I see the velocity is tangent to a curve, and from here I am seeing velocity is differentiation. So when you differentiate a function, then you'll get tangent to the curve of that function. So out here you can see this is a curve of y, which is a function of x, and when I differentiate the function from a to b, then I'll get the tangent to this curve. So when you want to get a slope or tangent to a curve, we differentiate it from one point to another. So out here as well, you can see we are differentiating here to here, and I am getting the tangent to this curve. So in order to get the tangent, we differentiate the curve. So now we'll use some formulas of the differentiation. So first formula is d dx of x to the power n is n. So I'll write this n out here, x to the power n minus 1, and I'll subtract 1 from this n. So first I have to write this n, then x, then x to the power n minus 1. Let's differentiate x to the power 5 then. So I'll write n first, that is 5, and x to the power n minus 1, that is 5 minus 1. So I'll get 5x to the power 4. So you can directly write 5x to the power 4. You can skip this part. So let's differentiate this. So in order to differentiate this, I have to take this x to the numerator. So when you take this to the numerator, it will become minus x to the power minus 8. So now let's differentiate this. So I'm taking this minus out. So out here n is minus 8. So minus 8 will come out here, and x to the power n minus 1, that is minus 8 minus 1. So it will be 8 x to the power minus 9. So now you can try this questions. So number 2 is d dx of k x to the power n. So out here k is a constant. So if k is a constant, then I can take it out. I will differentiate only those terms in which x is there. So in k there is no x, so I'll just take it out. So now this is the same formula, k and n x to the power n minus 1, because this formula is the first formula. So let's try this. So I can bring this up, and it will become minus 5 x to the power minus 2. So this minus 5 is a constant, so it will come out. So, and this is the first formula which we have already used. So minus 5 minus 2 x to the power minus 2 minus 1. So 2 into 5 is 10 x to the power minus 3. So similarly you can try these questions. Now third formula. So d dx of constant, out here you can say I am differentiating k with respect to x. So that means there is no x in k. So we'll get 0. Example, d dx of 5 is 0. d dy. Now this time I am differentiating with respect to y. So we don't differentiate every time with respect to x. We can differentiate with different things also. So out here you can see there is no y in the numerator. So this whole thing is constant. So we'll get 0. dA upon dt. So there is no t in the numerator. You'll get 0. So now let's solve one question. So differentiate the following with respect to x. So I'll write d dx. So I'll open the bracket. So now this 2 is a constant, will come out, and d dx of x will be 1. And out here it will be minus 2 to the power minus 2 minus 1. And d dx of 5 is 0, because 5 is constant. So when you simplify this, you get this. There are more formulas, but out here I have selected only the formulas which we'll be using in physics. So ddx of sine x is cos x, ddx of cos x is minus sine x, ddx of tan x is sec square x, ddx of sec x is sec x tan x, and ddx of e to the power x is e to the power x itself. So I can open the bracket. So out here 2nx is the constant because we are differentiating with respect to theta. So out here 3 is a constant, so I can take them out. So out here dd theta of sine theta is cos theta, and dd theta of theta is 1, so I'll get 2x. So out here I'm differentiating with respect to theta, but there is no theta, so 2x is constant, so differentiation of constant is 0. Out here also I don't see theta in the numerator, that means differentiation of constant is 0, so the answer is cos theta plus 2x. So similarly you can try these questions, and this is the end of the video, and please don't forget to like and comment. Thank you.